Going on, guys? It's Jared on an island here, and today I'm with another video, a vlog style video, and today we're going to be talking about a couple different things. One, we're going to be talking about my insecurities, because I was thinking what would be the hardest video to make, and maybe this would be it. So I also think that this is going to be part of the step two of the cult videos that I've been making. This is definitely going to be um, the next level, right? Because of plenty of different things that I'll get into in that video. But essentially, you need to be able to, like I said in step one, break free from everything. And then the next one is to take the next leap of faith into correction, right? So the thing is about my insecurities, they aren't something that I'm like hurt by. I'm already at the point where it's just general annoyance from them, okay? And I'll go through every single one and how I plan to fix them. I know that you're never going to get rid of insecurities altogether, but I think we're able to achieve, one, like I always say, so much more than we do now. And two, I think that we are able to outgrow every problem that we have right now as a person, like as who we are today, right? So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna rip the band-aid, okay? Okay, first, I don't know if I'm actually funny to anyone besides myself. That's also how I cope with it. I'm funny to myself, so that's what makes it okay. Two, I don't like my hair at all. That's why I wear a hat in the videos, because I really don't like the way my head is shaped and paired with my hair. I think I am balding a little bit. I have an insane Italian hairline where I kind of am balding a little bit. Receding hairline, don't really like that. uh, but you know what? We're dealing with it. We're taking supplements to see if anything changes. If it doesn't, I really don't care. I just don't like that people perceive me differently because of it. I am black pilled in that way. So like even when I'm looking at myself in the camera, I'm like, oh, it could look a little better. So I don't like it, right? I like how it looks half the time though. So that's okay. Next one is going to be my body image. This is completely self-inflicted because I could work out and change it. I just don't work out because it hurts, right? But you know what? That's changing. If you follow my Zitter, I put a thread out that says I'm going to work out every day until my metabolism collapses and I die or I get buff. So hopefully I make it through that. This would technically be day two. So I'm going to show you my physique now and you can be the judge of it. I'm going to show you me slouching completely and then me sitting up, like standing upright, so that you know exactly how bad it is or how good it is compared to that. And let me make sure my voice thing's still recording here. Okay, good. Okay, so I'm going to show you that and you can be the judge. Ready? Okay, so this is a pretty good look. I think I look not that bad, honestly. Let me relax a little bit. So yeah, I kind of am getting man titties because I think I'm just eating too much fat. I'm 165 pounds right now. This is me, my like sideways. This is like not good to me. Like, why do I have such a huge stomach? I just don't understand it. Yeah, but like I also know it's because I have bad posture. Maybe anterior pelvic tilt or whatever. Because like if I stand up straight and then I like push my hips in and I'm flexing, I don't look that bad. Yeah, I could look a lot better, but this is where we're at. And I know this isn't the worst thing possible, but so okay, let me do this. Okay, not flexing, relaxed, slouched position. Okay, right? And then flexing upright. It could be a lot worse, right? Okay, let me put my shirt back on. Okay, I'm back. All right. So, yeah, so body image. Next one is going to have to be, my general sins, my natural sins of nature. If you've ever seen the game Fallout 5, they kind of like carve it into your chest, whatever your biggest sins are. And I would have to say mine's just sloth and lust. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but just want to put that out there. So, the contents of my character, I guess, because we're all at fault of something major like that. And people today like to target others for something that is bound to happen for most people, right? And I'm not to say that you are completely free of judgment, but we're all more victims than we are perpetrators, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to, there's moments in your life where you let yourself sink into your problems deeper, and then there's moments in your life where you are actively growing and fixing yourself. Um, if you don't take care of something, it wastes away and it deteriorates. So it requires constant upkeep and order in order to keep something growing and correct, right? Because like you can maintain something and then you can be growing. It takes effort to maintain something, and it takes double that to actually grow and improve. So I'm putting this out there so that I stay on this like growth path, because that's another one of my faults is that like, and listen, this is like the whole thing that I'm at war with, is the idea that there's a such thing as like the correct idea of hard work, right? Hard work and slavery versus true passion and the effort that you put in when you care about something. And I'm trying to walk the line in between like putting hard work into what I care about. And I don't want this, of course, to be stressful, or I don't want to hate it, but this is like what I have to do in order to keep myself healthily responsible, right? So this is another reason I'm making this. I'm going to do updates on how this improves. Another thing I don't like is my physiognomy. Like, there's so many little things that you can pick out about yourself. I'm not going to do it on video because then you're going to start doing it about yourself. And these are things that we just have to move past. Uh, you have to remember that in ancient times, there were no mirrors unless you were looking at a pan that had a reflection in it and you could like barely see yourself. And you have to remember, like, how much are you judging other people's minor looks? Like, very rarely, if at all. And so you're doing this to yourself probably 100 times more than what other people are doing to you. Um, yeah. So in terms of other insecurities, I can sometimes be emotionally neglectful for others, believe it or not, in conversation and things like that. I hate when people yap and they don't get to the point. Other people may not like that. Honestly, that's not an insecurity. I genuinely just feel that way. But I can see how it may not be a good thing in terms of like being empathetic to others. One insecurity I have about my lifestyle is that I'm still very dependent on my environment, and it brings me a lot of stress. So, uh, maybe this is a part of my own personality. Maybe this is a part, and this is what I think, it's more of a learned helplessness thing. But in the case that it is my own personality, I don't like that about myself. But I haven't come to terms if it is. I really don't think it is. But I genuinely could lay in bed all day and do absolutely nothing and be perfectly content with that. Now, there's a difference between content and gaining happiness through actual fun stuff. You could be content with going to the amusement park. You're having fun on the roller coaster. Do you understand the difference? I hope you do. So I'm trying to have fun, not just be content, because I don't like, it's not about the fact that I don't want to miss out on stuff, because there's going to be a lot of stuff I miss out on anyways. I've missed out on plenty of time periods I'll never be able to live. So I have to be okay with that. But making the most of what I have is important, because not just for me and in my life, but for the 1,000-year plan of our future and for our kids and grandkids. So just want to make sure that I'm making the most use of my time in a way that's important and actually beneficial to me and the plan. It's like really uncomfortable uncomfortable making this video for some reason. The thing is like about insecurities, it like really does take up a lot of your time and your mental thought out of your day. And you have these repetitious thoughts that constantly like cycle through your brain, even though you may not like you don't definitely don't want the thought there, and it's definitely not helping improve anything. But because you haven't dealt with it, it keeps coming back, right? It's cyclical. It like keeps repeating in your head until you tell yourself to remove the thought completely or do something about it. And most of the time, something like an insecurity, like with what I said about my hair, or like my hairline specifically, like I can't change that in an instant, and that's like really hard to deal with. I know everyone will agree with that. Same thing with like the way your face looks, right? Like my nose is off and my teeth is off a little bit, but or my eye bags or whatever. But like I know that can't change instantly, if at all. And the idea popping into my head of that is like tiresome at this point. And I think that it needs to become tiresome for everyone else, and we have to know how to get past it. So how do we get past it? We have to go and fill our brain with another idea. And the hardest part about today's society is finding new ideas to put into your brain. I spend hours upon hours on YouTube or any sort of social media just trying to find new content that's genuinely enjoyable. And what does that lead to? It leads to endlessly consuming slop that you don't even enjoy, you don't even want to see. You're just trying to find the right thing. But the algorithm is actually fighting against that, trying not to give you too much of what you want, so that you spend more time looking for it. We know this with like TikTok's aggressive algorithm that's literally trying to attack you mentally. But we need to be the ones that step up and create that powerful creative content that others need in order to just flood the system with it. Because while they're fighting it, we can flood the system, use their own work against them, and collectively unite and then give each other creative, powerful content that we can enjoy and learn and grow with, right? So hopefully this video provided you with something. My next video is just going to be step 2 of the process, more elaboration on how this is going to get to us to our end goal. Thanks for watching.